Good morning, everyone. Val here, and we have cleaned up. We've taken our air mattresses down. As you can see, the floor is empty, and put everything away, and vacuumed and cleaned the kitchen, and we are heading out to breakfast this morning as our final activity to do as a group, and then the sisters and I are heading to Wasilla, I believe, or Palmer to do some exploring. So come on along.
I'll take the old-fashioned hamburger with add mushrooms.
We're at Eagle's Quest, and this is our final breakfast together.
Yeah, let's
It
do
was
Swiss.
good meeting y'all.
Nice to meet you guys.
Stay in touch.
And home fries.
Oh, I don't know her.
More adventures to come.
More adventures to come. We have Gail, got the team leaders,
To be continued.
Yeah, like that.
Uncle Neil, and Karen. All right, we're having breakfast at the Eagle's Quest.
Eagles
Quest.
Swiss cheese.
It's a cute little place. Y'all come out here if you're in Willow.
Don't remember.
Okay, this is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. I got a burger with cheese and mushrooms,
Wait, a mini app.
some home fries and pickles, and this is looking wonderful. Did you get a burger too?
I got a breakfast burrito.
Holy cow!
With reindeer, bacon,
We were in
and
St. Paul. We
ham,
went
and
to
cheese, and mushrooms,
Catholic
and yummy
church.
stuff.
That is one massive burrito. I think everybody else got burgers, didn't they?
Yeah.
They got burgers and soup, and that soup looks good too. All right.
That was gorgeous inside and out. The door was so.
Karen got a patty melt with mushroom soup.
Tomato soup.
Tomato soup. Oops, sorry. Patty melt with tomato soup. They serve breakfast and lunch all day, so you could get your choice.
Teenager was a waitress in a.
We are in Wasilla, Alaska, and they have a Veterans Wall of Honor, and I thought that I would take some quick footage up here. So. This is the entrance. This is very cool. To all veterans of all conflicts in which the United States Armed Forces were engaged in the past and present, to the mothers, fathers, families whose sons and daughters have made the supreme sacrifice, to the veterans who still suffer the wounds and ravages of war, and to those missing and not yet home, in order that we may continue to live in freedom in the greatest nation on earth, the United States of America. We, the people of Matanuska, Wasilla Valley, gratefully dedicate this monument this 11th day of November 1991. May their sacrifices never be forgotten. Amazing. This is a memorial in honor of all service dogs who faithfully executed their duties in detection and protection during the war and peace operations for the service of members who served alongside them. Sought by Leo K. and Hazel Schwartz. Sculpture by J.J. Thompson. Very cool. That's cool. Coast Guard, Marine Corps, Navy. Air Force. And the Merchant Marines. There are many walls here, front and back, filled with names. Some names from Palmer, Alaska, Wasilla, POW. It's POW Anchorage. Some Illinois. Some Juneau. Fort Lauderdale. Lots of people from this town, Wasilla, that we're in right now. Palmer. Lots of names. This is beautiful, y'all. God bless America. We're at the Musk Ox Farm in Palmer, Alaska, and we are going to go check out some musk ox.
She just turned 1 in April, and she's actually hanging out with like her great aunts because she was getting bullied by the other musk oxen. So in the musk oxen world, if you are tall, you are considered to be stronger and more dominant, which means that you can. And this is due to them living in the Arctic, where it's extremely cold for 9 months of the year.
I see one of the musk oxen.
Yeah, so that's one of our ladies. So this herd in here is all females. We call this herd kind of our older ladies. They're not the elderly females, but they are right around 13 to 18 years old. 18 is generally right around the average lifespan of a female musk oxen. And these girls in here actually just got moved to this pasture a few days ago, and they're like, "Why did you take me out of retirement? I was enjoying the life on the hill," because they were literally on the hill. And they're just kind of coming up this way to get farther away from our bulls. So it is the breeding season right now. Mid-July to mid-October is when the bull musk oxen start looking for some lady friends. And they will headbutt each other to establish it. The boys just fight for the dates. So females just gotta choose if they like their boyfriend or not. The guys will get rid of the competition. So they are like a lion or like a bison, where there'll be one breeding bull per herd group.
How many babies do you usually have a year?
So it depends on how many females we breed. So we look at our herd size and we make a decision on how many females we should breed to keep our herd stable. So if we have 8 musk oxen that are elderly and may pass away in the next few years, we'll probably breed about 8 females. Now, it's a 50-50 chance that she likes her date. So sometimes you all get all 8 pregnant, sometimes you get 0. Like this spring. Our females had standards. Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, they didn't like their first boyfriend. And we don't want to breed double than what we want. Musk Ox have personalities too. You've got the ones that are a lot more social, like Luna. Luna was bottle raised. She thinks she's the queen of the world, and everybody should pay attention to her. And then you have Musk Oxen that are super sassy, and really don't like people. So it's all across the board. And then you can have like the most like.
Do they make a sound? Do they move?
They sound more like a goat as a baby, and then as they get older, it deepens into like a growl, like a rumble. So when they do vocalize, it's low-pitched rumbles and growls, and it to me sounds like a diesel engine truck. So they find work trucks fascinating, like diesel engine equipment. They are really interested in like looking at it.
And they know they're bigger than you.
Flat. Now, we tried to plant trees to give them shade, but musk oxen will eat trees. So it got kind of expensive. And we decided instead of trying just to always replant these trees that are never going to get big enough to really offer shade, that the shade huts are kind of the easier option. It gives them a place where they can come down, get out of the beating down sunlight, and cool off. In some of them, we've actually added fire hose curtains to give them like another angle of shade. It's also just a fun toy to run through and play with. Not head-on side collision. So as we come up and look at him, you're gonna notice he's got one beautiful big horn and then like a. Yep, and he can't because he doesn't have a whole horn. Hi, Munster.
Check out this guy.
A little wet today, bud.
Hi there.
He's one of our spices.
I see it now. I do not see a horn over there.
Yeah, you don't see his horn. I call our spices like the teenagers with the big keep out sign on their doors. So she's in like the way back. We didn't see her today because she's in the back of the pasture.
I'm making up.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Now, Wild Time, he is just about 850 pounds. When he was a bull, his peak weight was 960 pounds. So while 800 pounds is pretty average for a bull musk oxen, they can get much bigger. Now, the thing is, the bigger you get, the more food you steal, which leads you to getting even bigger. Hickory actually is 1,000 pounds right now. He's one of our biggest males in like 10 years.
All right, we had a lot of fun at the Musk Ox Farm, so we thought we'd come over here to the reindeer farm and see if we can have some more fun. We're